I was probably going to take off not too long, because I am tired. Please. Oh, hello. Thank you. You have some, right? You're gonna get some tomorrow, right? Split that from me.
What?
Split that up. No. You split them evenly. You give me 10 here, you take 10. And then if you get some tomorrow, there's no big deal. You'll just give me cigarettes whenever I want them anyway, so it doesn't matter. If you can give me one reason it makes a difference, I'll be happy to take that whole pack back.
I can't. I'm just...
The only difference is that I would smoke less and have no use for the 17 extras, and you at that point might be out one or two.
Thank you.
Logically defending altruism. Yeah, Gary can certainly have a smoke for me.
Here.
I like this show. Welcome. I totally get all nostalgic over this show. I was the exact right age for this show. Like 11.
Lucia had a Jonathan Taylor Thomas poster in her bedroom.
He's so prissy though. I never got why girls liked him.
Which one?
The middle kid. He's gonna be on in a second. He was the breakout star of the show.
He was sitting on like a work stool, and he was like crossing his arms like this, and he had like
The sad thing is, I think I
in his hand.
can picture that. I know I can picture that poster. That's how big he was. For no reason. He's terrible. He's not a good actor, and he's Justin Bieber.
For no reason.
There's no reason. Why? Why
Liking him.
Why was that poster famous? And he's always got that shit-eating grin. Like, oh, I just ate the last cookie. No, and he's talked about why. It's kind of cool. When he grew up, when Tim Allen was growing up, they had this neighbor who was like, you know, the nice neighbor guy that everyone loved. But Tim always saw him through across from the fence, and he was a little kid, so that's all he ever saw of the neighbor. Was just like from here up, because he was always looking over the fence, and that's what he wanted for the neighbor on his show.
So he made that like, oh, that's funny.
It's totally his show. Like, they went to him and they're like, "What do you want to do?" And this is what he came up with.
Cool how they like actors can improvise stuff like that and bring stuff out and like stuff like that. It's good.
And it works. They like, it's a goofy show. I happen to love it, but it's a guilty pleasure. They do a great job, though. Whatever you think of the show, they do a great job of capturing that sense of mystery of the neighbor, where you don't really know the guy. he's not a friend. He's just this guy who happens to share a space with you, and you know that much of his life. You know, just the part from the top of his nose up to his forehead. That's all you know about the guy. And he's always giving you something crazy new because you don't know him. It's great. As cheesy as the show is. And all of that was actually on purpose, which is the surprising thing. That's Jonathan Taylor Thomas. The little shit eater there.
The little kid in the blue shirt.
Like I was telling Elizabeth the other day, I didn't say anything as we were going by, but do you remember the day that you were looking at the Thor movies on the TV? And we were talking about how it's public domain and anyone can make a Thor movie. You saw those two shitty Thor. One of the Thor movies, the kid in the red was the Thor.
Was it like one of the old like TV ones?
2009, I think. Yeah. He'd have probably been 25, just about the right age. They're my age. I think that's why I liked it at the time, because all the kids were like right my age. I remember actually saying once, the best part about the show is how good of actors the kids are. And I was incredibly wrong. The littlest kid was 16 when he married a 35-year-old woman.
Whoa.
Totally true.
Whoa.
Had to get like paperwork signed and shit.
Cougar. Whoa, like extreme, like creepy cougar. Whoa.
But the kind of healthy relationship that the parents signed off on, it wasn't like a court case. It was just, they did it and everyone was okay with it, and the parents signed the paperwork, and that's fine.
It was like a 16-year-old, like, vagina.
Right? Because he's 16. I remember being 16. You don't make the correct choices in the females that you choose to have amorous desires of. Very poor choices.
Kind of like when you're 25.
I love that Bob Vila was on all the time. Bob Vila, oh, do you know who Bob Vila was? Do you know the other dude here that he's racing?
Oh, yeah. His buddy on the show.
No, not Al. Oh, is he racing?
His partner on the show, right?
No, he's racing Bob Vila.
Oh, wait. Bob Vila.
Bob Vila was, at the time, a dude that hosted, a real-life home improvement show. And he got, at the time, really famous for doing that.
He looks like kind of like the other dude.
But that's why Al looks like that,
okay.
is to make fun of Bob Vila. Because Bob Vila was famous enough that a character on television was making fun of him. So the joke on the show was that he was this huge competitor for Tim. A joke that doesn't make sense 20 years later. That's sad. I like the Nintendo thing. Oh, they cleaned it up. Cool. I like both.
Of course, this thing's all souped up, eh?
Yeah, I like this. I would have this. Wouldn't fit with mine though.
$6 at Walmart. It was on sale. It was originally like 30.
Wow, that's cool. The 3DS is out.
Yeah.
It's like $250.
I like my DS. I don't.
There's still a Pokemon game I don't have for the DS, so I should at least shut up until I play that. Because that's the only reason I'd want to